All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking some truly profound, game-changing strategies, pulling together massive insights from Dr. Joe Dispenza, the experts over at Mindvalley, and the amazing creator Prince Ia. Our goal today is actually pretty simple. We want to help you break free from living on total autopilot and actively heal both your mind and your life. But first, we need a reality check. The spoken word artist Prince Ia often forces his audiences to confront this exact deeply uncomfortable question. Are you wasting your life? I know, it's a super jarring thought, right? But it hits the nail on the head regarding this urgent need we all have to just stop overthinking and start truly intentionally living. Because we're really looking at a tale of two selves here. You've got the old self, that version of us that's completely stressed out, endlessly overthinking, stuck in survival mode, just watching time slip away. And then there's the new self. This is a state of active creation, limitless energy, deep physical and mental healing, and profound purpose. Making that leap means leaving behind a reality you're probably very used to and stepping into something completely new. Section 1, waking up from autopilot. To make that leap, we first have to recognize the traps of the modern mind. So think about the number 15 for a second. Prince Ia recently polled his community with a fascinating question. Could you sit alone with your thoughts for just 15 minutes? No phone, no notifications popping up, no podcast playing in the background, no multitasking whatsoever. Just you, sitting there, observing your own mind. Could you actually do it? Well, the data is pretty wild. When we actually try to do this and our thoughts start bubbling up, the vast majority of us instantly resort to overthinking absolutely everything. Or we just distract ourselves with endless doom scrolling. A lot of people avoid it entirely or literally invent busy work just so they don't have to think. Basically, we're running away from our own minds. Section 2, breaking your mental blocks. How do we actually stop this avoidance? Rewiring your brain actually starts incredibly close to home. Marissa Peer, who is a brilliant rapid transformational therapy expert featured on Mindvalley, teaches that fixing your abundance blocks and healing your body begins with something as simple as your everyday vocabulary. Your internal dialogue isn't just random background noise. It's literally the architectural blueprint of your entire reality. So by actively shifting your belief system, you essentially hit delete on your old self's narrative. How? Well, first you have to pinpoint those limiting words you keep using. Then, you actively build up unshakable self-esteem. And from there, you can use tools like abundance meditations to consciously manifest success. You are laying down a totally new foundation for profound mental and physical shifts simply by flipping the script in your head. Section 3, the elements of inner peace. A calm mind is great, but we need to anchor it physically. And to understand that physical anchoring, we've got to talk about Zen Takai. He is the 60th generation, and actually the final, samurai of his family lineage. He shared this breathtaking blueprint at Mindvalley University for accessing true stillness and emotional control, based on the ancient 5-element samurai philosophy. Those elements are ground, water, fire, wind, and sky. Now, this isn't just cool ancient theory, it's incredibly practical for us today. The water element, for example, teaches you to fluidly move with challenges instead of resisting them like a rigid stone. Fire is all about taking those strong, volatile emotions and refining them into calm precision. And sky, that's the ability to instantly shift the entire energy of a room. So instead of constantly fighting, you learn to neutralize conflict without any aggression. You literally harmonize with the chaos instead of resisting it. But hey, to maintain that samurai-level calmness, you have to fuel your machine correctly. Experts in the space, like Dave Asprey and Eric Edmeades, suggest compounding all this mental work with real physical biohacks. By cutting out specific dietary drains, adopting daily habits that generate limitless energy, and really safeguarding your immune system, you're giving your body the actual biological resources it needs to stay peaceful and resilient. Section 4, heart and brain coherence. This is where the magic becomes completely measurable. Okay, take a second to digest this word. Psychoneuroimmunology. Yeah, it's a total mouthful. But it's the scientific study of the profound intersection between neuroscience, psychology, and your immune system. And Dr. Joe Dispenza operates right at this exact intersection. Using the world's largest database of research on meditation, his work proves a genuinely spectacular concept that you can literally heal your physical body with your thoughts. Because this is the biological goal here, most of us live our everyday lives in what's called a beta brainwave state. That's high stress, narrow focus, pure survival mode. The objective is to use focused attention to shift your brain out of that stressed out beta state and drop into a deeply relaxed, highly creative state called theta. Actually, scratch that. It's not just creative, it's a dimensional state where life-altering changes can actually happen. Dr. Dispenza teaches this through guided practices like his Universal Heart, Universal Mind meditation. He shows that feeling elevated emotions like deep gratitude or profound love isn't just some nice psychological trick to make you smile. It creates measurable, literal coherence between your heart and your brain, pulling your nervous system completely out of survival mode and pushing it firmly into creation. Section 5. Creating your new future. What happens when you put all of this together? What happens? You get results that completely defy conventional expectation. Dr. Dispenza's research tracks real, everyday people who absolutely refuse to be victims. By combining traditional medical treatments with this deep internal coherence work, the documented stories are mind-blowing. We're talking about kids overcoming severe allergies, tumors literally disappearing, women conceiving after years of severe trauma, and documented spontaneous disease remission. They changed their internal state, and their external medical reality simply followed suit. Epigenetics and quantum physics are showing us a totally new timeline for transformation here. Right now, today, your job is to break the habit of being yourself. Soon, through practices like deep breathing and heart coherence, you lay the groundwork. And in the future, you welcome spontaneous, personal change. The big takeaway? You can't just sit around waiting for your future to happen to you. You have to actively create it right now by becoming someone entirely new. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one absolutely crucial question to mull over. Based on everything we've talked about today, from breaking those mental blocks to creating literal brain coherence, what words are you going to choose to speak to yourself? And who will you actively become today? Because honestly, the future is entirely in your hands.